let the viewers watch as well. We are in-game. This is the finals of the Dutch StarCraft League qualifier number 7. Both of these players have already qualified for the DSCL Open of 2014, but whoever wins these finals gets a better seeding going into the main tournament. So here we see in the bottom left corner of the map, it is eSubal, sorry, there's this extra letter in their clan tag. eSubal's DeViL.
Yep, and spawning at the right top hand corner as the pink Protoss player. It is from team Gosu, Sohel.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's a kind of a demonic finals. Sohel versus DeViL.
Yep, I mean, I don't know who is going to take this map, but it's gonna go to hell either way.
Pretty good. Alright, so DeViL is from the Czech Republic and Sohel is a German player. Like we said, the player field of the Dutch StarCraft League in 2014 has become a lot more international, and we see players of very high caliber from abroad participating. And our admins always check with the players whether they realize that our finals are actually offline, right? So it's important that they are actually willing and able to come to the finals if they make it that far. Yeah, of course, I'm really looking forward to this gathering of just very good players from all over Europe in our country, in the Netherlands. And of course, if you want to see it, come to Epicon. It's in the first weekend of July. It is a big conference on gaming, esports, and there's also anime and cosplay. And we're gonna have some great esports finals there. Both of there's Dutch StarCraft League, but there's also gonna be League of Legends finals. So many different parties are having esports related content there, and it's definitely a conference that you want to visit specifically, or especially if you're in the Netherlands, of course. It is in Den Bosch in the Brabant Hallen on the 4th, 5th and 6th of July. And so our finals are going to be there, and the best 8 players of the DSCL Open 2014 will be there, fighting over who gets to be the champion. Will it be Hearthstone like last year, or will someone else stand up? And like I just said, the competition has become a lot more fierce with players like Revenge and Golden, both Koreans living in Germany, qualifying. And then there's Goody and, of course, Yona, and so many very excellent players. So it's going to be tough this year.
Yeah, I mean, with players like Shark and Yona, you have the up and coming players from the Netherlands that are really trying to put their mark on. Not to forget Thermal, for example, who actually did a great job and is fighting for the Terran scene in Holland. So he has a big following, being one of the best, if not the best, Terran player right now in the Netherlands. And you've also got the foreigners, like you mentioned, and that's gonna bring a new level of StarCraft to the Netherlands. I feel like, of course, we had the great finals between Red and Hearthstone last year, and we already had a lot of up and comers from the Netherlands there. But now we don't just have those players, because they're all already qualified, they're already playing, and they're gonna do their best to get into the offline finals. But we also have the inclusion of great foreign players, and it just that brings the dream of having great StarCraft content, great StarCraft games being made in the Netherlands for reality, I would say.
Exactly. I do hope that this will not only offer people who already like StarCraft something to watch, but will also bolster enthusiasm for StarCraft or esports in general in the Netherlands. And of course, increase the Dutch player base. I mean, of course, this is an international tournament, but it's still home ground for the Dutch. So it's a way for them to prove themselves against good StarCraft players from all over the world in their home country. And of course, it's very difficult if you're a starting player with a lot of talent to travel across the world to play StarCraft tournaments, because it's very expensive. So you need to find a team who can actually afford that, and that's, there's not a lot of money in esports at the moment, especially not at the team level. So there are not a lot of teams who can actually afford to send their players, however good they may be, to all these cool tournaments. So I think it's a good thing for the Netherlands to have a local tournament that is a legitimate tournament with prestige, with international players, at which Dutch players can show their skills without having to travel around the world.
Yep, and on the meanwhile, we do have a little bit of a poke in here, Frank, with two zealots that are playing ring around the Rosie with the queen, and the second queen is gonna join the fray. The third queen is gonna join the fray, and it's always awkward when the third lady joins the fray, which means that these zealots are gonna be warded away. But the Mothership Core pokes in a little bit as well, but no real damage done. But still, I feel like it was worth it if he doesn't lose these zealots, but he's gonna lose them, sadly.
Yeah, that's true, but he killed a few drones. Let's see how many he killed. 2. Okay, 2. And now there's a lot of Zerglings on the field that DeViL made in response to Sohel's attack. And Sohel's nice, tucked safely behind his wall off there. Of course, you have this very safe natural expansion in the back of your base on this map. Altrazim Stronghold. Do you know where the TE stands for in Altrazim Stronghold? TE.
It always has something to do. I know that LE is something like limited edition or something crazy like that, but it's shortcoming for something. I'm not 100% sure. I'll Google that quickly. But yeah, it is the biggest map in the map pool right now, and it usually brings out
Zerglings.
Yep, like I said.
Alright, so this is very significant, not only because this sentry is in danger of going down, actually will go down, but also the Zerglings have spotted all these warp gates, these gateways coming in. So DeViL knows that Sohel's up to something in the near future.
Yeah, and this Stalker's actually gonna die in the main base. He's gonna see the fact that there is a robotics facility. He gets a lot of information for basically free here. And,
Stalker's all like, not like.
Oh, is he gonna kill that pylon? That would be so annoying right now. But he forces actually a photon overcharge. This is pretty cool for DeViL. I mean, it's not the end of the world or anything for Sohel, but it's a little bit of a one of those moments where you facepalm and you're like, oh, that shouldn't have happened.
God damn it. But and like you said, information is very important, and DeViL now knows that there's lots of gateways finishing up for Sohel, so he's gonna be ready for the push that's coming. And 1-1 is finishing right about now for the Protoss player, so it would have been a good time to hit now. Not sure if that's that was what his plan was, because the +1 armor is also being chrono boosted right now, so it might be that he's just chrono boosting upgrades because chrono boosting upgrades is fun, or that he's looking for a specific timing at which to attack his opponent.
Well, we've got 16 more Zerglings on the field pretty soon, and there's Zerglings right now. This seems to be a timing to deny the third base, and guess what Sohel is doing? He's making a third base.
Yep.
Probably not for long, because these Zerglings, Frank, are gonna cancel this probably. I don't see it going any other way. The sentries actually get caught in a little bit of an awkward spot. He could force field there, and not doing that right now, but Zerglings are joining with roaches pretty soon. Now more Zerglings on the way as well. This is going to be a hard hold for Sohel, but not impossible if he has good force.
But he's turning around.
Like,
DeViL is turning around.
Yep, he's turning around.
These two immortals probably made him scared. Oh, it seems that our great co-caster and friend David has disconnected. So we'll have to wait until he gets back on Skype, and in the meanwhile I'll try and narrate as good as I can.
Little Skype glitch there?
Oh, there we are, you're already back.
How's that, guys?
I was jumping into solo cast mode and then bam, back you were. Alright, so these Zerglings, if they get us around, look at this, all of these sentries.
This is a really good pickup. He gets the Immortal, that's a big win.
Wow.
He goes back, and a lot of energy spent by those sentries. That's something to keep in mind. That's very important for the Zerg play.
Very, very tough. Yeah, like the sentries not only are very expensive in gas, but also you want to keep them alive so that they build up their energy. And so now he's lost the sentries and the energy build-up potential. DeVil's going to be feeling good about that. But then again, Sohel did manage to hold on to his third base. And like you said, all those Zerglings were probably, and Roaches even, probably meant to cancel that third base, which didn't work out.
Yep, and even though there's full-on aggression by DeViL, he is grabbing a fourth base. And once again, like we saw last game, he's grabbing bases and putting on the aggression, but there is a cheeky probe on the map, Frank. It's placing some pylons here and there, but this could be a bad move out from Sohel. If he catches this, he catches that army.
Whoa!
Barely.
Well, he's lucky that DeViL turned around, I guess. DeViL, by the way, is making a macro hatch in the middle of the field and also an extra expansion, so he's expanding like a madman.
Yep, and this is a lot of zealots. I think that's why he turned back, because it was just Zerglings, and that count is quite heavy right there. And there are some units being warped in right now at the front, and this is gonna be a push from Sohel. And DeViL is making mutas right now, and these mutas, what's there to shoot up, Frank? Tell me.
Not really that much, except for the Archon and the sentries. But and there's one High Templar there, but he doesn't have Storm, I guess. No, actually, no, he doesn't. Okay, so yeah, I think. Given a good engagement,
the luckiest Archons ever, or it's gonna get
look at this wraparound.
Around from the Zergling, so good, friend.
Wow. Okay. Yep, it's dangerous to go out on creep if you're a Protoss player.
But still, it's not over yet, though. The Zergling did get cleaned up by all of the zealots, and the mutas, even though they're uncontested, they're not taking out this army quite quickly. You know, it's really hard, and he's throwing away Overlord after Overlord here.
Wow, he's not getting supply blocked at all, but still, it's expensive, and these Protoss units have +2 attack, so that's really that help. Oh, and here comes the next wave of Zerglings. Will they be able to get something done?
I think like with the drones and the fact that there are 50 more Zerglings coming out, I think he should have enough. I mean, there's not that much shooting these mutas, but the mutas are not doing that much damage either, and the zealots are just cleaning the floor with these Zerglings. All of them, all 50 of them get taken out, but eventually these mutas will clean it up. But I don't know. There's more units coming. I don't think that's what he wants to do. But look at the fort base. Also, a lot of probes died. If we check the unit tab right now, we will see that the Protoss is ahead in workers right now.
Wow, and look at the units lost tab. 182 Zerglings already.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this one extra expansion that DeViL was making is also cancelled. So I think Sohel's doing.
It's hard to go at this point. I mean, the Zerglings are gonna try to surround the Stalkers. The Stalkers will go down. There's enough mutas to kill them. So these warpins are gonna get shut down. If you check at the supply, it looks like DeViL is a little bit ahead there. And it also looks like on a production tab that Sohel wants to start making phoenixes, but he hasn't started it yet. There's 13 drones on the way, and this game could just even out at this point.
Yeah, I think so too. Neither player is looking to put on a lot of aggression in the next couple of minutes because, like you said.
Oh, but look at the fort base, Frank. There are some zealots moving there. They could actually that hatchery is has already taken a lot of damage. Yeah.
2 zealots. The other 4 are moving up, and well, actually they're moving up uncontested into the main of DeViL.
Such good moves here. The zealots at the fort base get shut down, but the 4 in the main base are gonna kill this queen. They're killing a few workers, and luckily the mutas are really flexible, really fast.
Yeah, and more zealots on the. So the aggression is not stopping. It's more like a more of a focused aggression from Sohel here, while he's making this transition into phoenixes. But like you said, there's 2 phoenixes in production right now. And
he's gonna get more and more, and eventually there's gonna be so many that these mutas are gonna be completely useless. He's gonna make 3 phoenixes at a time pretty soon.
Wow.
And he's just buying time. He's buying time. He doesn't want to get harassed by these mutas, and he's doing a good job.
These zealots are not only doing a decent job, but they're also keeping the mutas back, so that Sohel has time to build up his own air fleet. Let's see where the phoenix is at. Here they go. There's already 3 out, and there's 3 more in production. Those mutalisks are gonna have a hard time. They're gonna have a bad time.
Those mutas are all going down, but I feel like DeViL knows this. He is getting some other units right now. He's getting upgrades for roaches. He's already got the Hydra there, and he's getting some corruptors, which are gonna help a lot against the phoenixes. Gonna help zone them out. And I don't think that Sohel has actually researched the plus range for the phoenixes, nor does he have it in production. So the mutas are not completely useless.
No, I'd say not. I mean, there's still 16 mutas out. Are there? Yeah, 16 exactly. So that's a significant force, but yeah, no, if you got phoenixes with maybe some Archon support, that's just spiffy against mutalisks.
Yeah, it's a tough position, especially with the fort base that did go down to the zealot aggression. If he still had that fort base, I would have felt like he was in a lot better spot because of his main base almost mining out, and he has enough drones to saturate it. But he's gonna go for a push. I feel like with the 17 roaches coming out. He feels comforted here, and he's probably going to add some investors to finish off that arm.
And there's several corruptors now as well, so making this will make the phoenixes less effective against the mutalisks. Oh, but look at the amount of phoenixes already! Wow. So we're up to 12 phoenixes already. That's pretty fast.
But what does he have to compete on the ground against these roaches? He has 13 zealots, which aren't going to do that much, and 2 archons. Against roaches?
Yeah,
they're not going to kill it.
Well, they could lift them and then look at them.
Yep, they could lift them and look at them. That's correct. I mean, if he zones out the phoenixes by keeping the corruptors close to his army, this army isn't gonna do anything. Sohel needs more ground forces, and he realizes that. He's making some stalkers right now, but he needs a lot more than a few stalkers.
All right, so there's another little poke at this 4th base being shut down, and yeah, okay. So Sohel's definitely posturing to make an attack here. There we go. Here comes the attack. Units from the right. Oh,
here
fungal on all the
good
phoenixes.
Fungal growth, Frank. He's gonna lock down a lot of these phoenixes, and this battle could go either way. But the fungals are really helping keeping those stalkers on lockdown. The roaches are doing a decent job. All of the phoenixes get shut down in the back end.
That fungal was terrible for the phoenixes.
It's still really close, but with 18 roaches on the back of this, I think that DeVil's gonna be fine.
Yep, he didn't lose his base. He killed all the forces from Sohel, or he will in just a minute. And Sohel does not really have a very big army to follow up on this. In fact, if you look at the army tab, whoa, Sohel only has 15 army supply. That is not a lot.
Nope, 15 army supply is not a lot at all. I mean, he's making immortals. He's making
Alright.
he's making a good call at countering the roaches, but now all of his phoenixes are dead, and
Yeah.
there's still some units on the field. It's gonna be really difficult.
No pylon. Going down. Yeah. Alright, so I don't think there's anything Sohel can do to keep his 4th base. It's gonna go down.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, I mean, here right now, it's gonna be so hard for the Protoss to even hold on. I mean, the Phoenixes don't have the range upgrade, and there's only 2 of them left, so there's not that much to compete in the ground. He needs to defend at his 3rd base because it's a stronger location. He's going to do that, but I don't think he has he doesn't have a Mothership Core either. He's just making it right now, so there's not gonna be a Nexus overcharge.
I think that as soon as the main force of the Zerg hits this expansion, starts taking down the units, I think we're gonna see a GG. I mean, this is a really tough position. Look at all the corruption going down on the few units that Sohel has.
Yep, but not only do
Carnage.
they die, they get corrupted just before they die, and it's not what you want to have happen. And
Poor guys.
this game is over, Frank, and DeViL is once again showing us that he is very good.
He is very good indeed. A worthy qualifier for the Dutch StarCraft League 2014. There we go. GG to DeViL winning the first game.